For. Got it. Got it. Don't nod the head. Just nonchalant. Just are. Wow. Look at that. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to J and J in the evening and an afternoon on a Saturday. What? That's right. And are we live? Yes, we are. Welcome to the first ever live stream J and J in the evenings. Unfortunately, Josh couldn't be here with us. He's a wuss. He doesn't want to talk Ravens and Bengals, but that's fine. If you guys have been here since the start of the show, thanks for sticking around and being a part of this. We're excited to take these next new steps. The first original episode was actually supposed to be a live stream, but we were young, we were naive. We didn't know there was requirements by the by YouTube that you had to meet. So that just made everything more difficult, which started us recording these videos. And we're getting close where we could have live streamed on YouTube, but thankfully we got awesome people we've met along the way, like Tyler here, who's helping us take that to the next step. So just want to thank everybody for being here today, and welcome to the live stream. We're going to give you guys our Week 5 picks, but first we got to talk about this Thursday night game. And because we had some technical difficulties earlier this week too, I just need to get this out there. Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen. Debate over. Tyler, any comment? No? That's what I thought. All right. So, as you see there, the box score 36-30. Now, this was a close game, and Tampa started to kind of run away early, but Atlanta just kept going. Drake London was having a heck of a game. Even Kyle Pitts got a catch. I mean, it was great. So, what did Kirk Cousins do? Why is this game so important? Because not only did he distance himself into first place for the NFC South, which was Josh's prediction pick over my Bucks, but he threw for 506 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. On the Matt Ryan honor night, he broke Matt Ryan's record for most passing yards in a game for a Falcon. I mean, can you talk about a slap in the face? But that's Kirk, man. Everybody was rizzing him up. I'm sure you guys saw at the end there, he was waving his hands back and forth with the crowd going crazy. Ludacris was in the building, a lot of celebrities. This was huge. This was prime time. This is a stage where Kirk hasn't done this yet. And of course, before we suck off Kirk, good job to Mike Evans, man, getting your 100th touchdown catch. I mean, 11-year career so far in his 12th season, over 1,000 yards every year, on pace for another one this year. That's incredible. And nobody talks about him enough, but he is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He should be a first ballot. Now, Kirk Cousins, wow. What a performance. Baker, where you at, my boy? Baker! Baker! How many yards is that, Baker? What is that? 180? 108? Baker! This was your time. Oh, now you got a hard race ahead of you, man. The good thing is these two teams play each other again in literally less than 3 weeks. So there's going to be some bad blood. It's going to be a good game. But Kirk, man, is Kirk Cousins him? Is this the season Kirk Cousins is actually going to take a team somewhere? Because we've seen him. He has these spurts where he plays good. That's why he's been able to stick around so long and make all this money with 3 different teams. He's had big games in Washington. He had big games there in Minnesota. And now you're seeing his first big game in Atlanta with more to come. 4-year contract. Are the Falcons going to win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins is the question I pose. Because listen, man, they still got good draft stock, okay? The defense is outstanding. That game with Jesse Bates, man, he forced a fumble on the rookie running back. The Falcons got the ball back, 3 and out, had to punt it, stopped him again. Punted it back, got in field goal range, tied it, overtime, coin toss, 40-plus yard touchdown to win the game. I mean, that's incredible. And that's what you need to do in those division games, those hard-to-win games. I mean, this game was close. Atlanta did not look like they were going to win this at all. Everything had to go right. Poor Bucky Irving, the rookie, had that fumble that just really changed the tone. I know Tyler's familiar with fumbles changing tones in that Ravens-Bills game. But back to my main point. Tyler, will the Falcons win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins? Two and two. Washington's winning that division right now, which is crazy. That is, man. Shout out to Darnell Mooney for having that great breakout game. He struggled a lot in Chicago, and I watched this game too. He struggled a lot in this game. Pretty sure he dropped a couple open passes and maybe even an open touchdown. So for him to still have a good game is great there. Man, Falcons, Kirk Cousins. Can they do it? The NFC's weak enough. I mean, we thought the Saints were going to be a good team. They've collapsed. The Cardinals we thought would be good. They collapsed. The Seahawks, good team, but struggling on offense again, which you would expect with Smith there. The Lions are really your best bet, I think. 49ers have injuries stacking up. We don't even know if Christian McCaffrey's ever going to play again. So, and Washington, man, that's that. I mean, I'm not going to put Washington on a pedestal like that just yet. No rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. But if the NFC keeps up as weak as it is, and with all the injuries we've already seen come in this early in the season, why not? Why not them? Why not them? Any other closing thoughts on that Thursday night game? Mm. Oh, so you guys watching the game? You guys gonna watch the game together against the Dodgers? Phillies, that's right. Oof. Mm. Hey, I for one am glad the Brewers got knocked out. That's something else we haven't gotten to talk about yet either. Are the Reds serious?
Start with that changeup, but Meadows had that changeup
The
working
scorings?
really well today. Of course, he does not want to let the Tigers even have a break.
Go 5-0. The Reds going after and getting this manager out of retirement, though, man. One who's been to multiple World Series. I like it. I like it. I think it's a sneaky good hire, and I'm excited to see what the Reds will do moving forward with them. Well, we would be the team to do that, but the fact that he is coming out of retirement to play with this team, he sees something, he believes in something, and we got to back him up on that. I'm excited. I am. It's made Cincinnati baseball entertainable already, and it's only been a couple days. Exactly, but I've heard about that. Tater tot would be great. I would love that. I would have to get his jersey. I would have to. Remember Reese Hines? That was a great time. That was a great couple days. And the Reds, they signed this new manager to a 3-year deal, right? See, you probably only got 3 or 4 years left with Ellie in a Reds uniform. I cannot see the team paying him that kind of money. That's not what this team does. I think they should. I think he should stay. He's the face of Cincinnati baseball now. I mean, do you know how many kids, when we were kids, we'd go down there and you'd see people wearing Joey Votto, Brandon Phillips, Jay Bruce. Everybody's wearing Ellie now. Every kid in Cincinnati has an Ellie shirt or jersey. It's crazy. The next generation of baseball really is here. Definitely. We love baseball. We're here for football today, baby. Let's go. No Josh. No Josh. You know he's got some heat coming on Monday. You know he's got the smoke coming. If I get the smoke, I might not be here either. I understand. Josh, my brother, I understand. Read him down, buddy. Let's do this. Oh boy. You want me to be honest? I think Sam Darnold is going to go out there and absolutely ball. I think he's going to have another 300-yard passing game, 3, maybe 4 touchdowns. Listen, he's hosting his former team, took him number 2 overall, coming to play them. And I've seen a lot of different things on this. A lot of people are taking the Jets, which I understand their defense has been good, but they haven't been as good like last year's Jets defense. I think the defense last year is much better than this year. And everyone's taking them. I don't think so, man. Minnesota's hot. They're on a roll. Hawkinson's not playing in this, but he did return to practice this week. He's got the 21 day. So he's expected to come back soon. The team's 4-0 for a reason. Everyone asks me, Joe, who's the better 4-0 team? Kansas City or Minnesota? I'm sorry. It's Minnesota right now. Kansas City has the injuries piling up. They've had a lot of questionable calls and plays go their way that a lot of people have taken notice about. I think the Kansas City hype is over. And everyone needs to keep an eye on Minnesota because not only is Sam freaking Darnold from 2018, right? Not only is he in the running for MVP right now, he might be onto a number 1 seed in the NFC. And I think we were talking a few episodes ago, Tyler, about, and even more before that, quarterbacks since 2020 to now. What about since 2019 to now? Really, the most notable quarterback I can think of out of 2019 was Kyler Murray. 2018, you had Baker Mayfield, who's playing pretty good right now. Everyone respects him. He's making $100 million. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, those are your 3 big guys to come out of here. Josh Rosen, hell, plunder, gone. And then Darnold. It's just, it would be so great to see that resurgence of another 2018 quarterback. Literally, the entire class could say they were better than Josh Rosen. And that's freaking hilarious because, yeah, well, there's 11 teams, 12 teams made mistakes before me, whatever number he said. Yeah, you're good. Hmm. But then 2021, you had Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, a really terrible quarterback class there. 2022, you didn't have anybody in 2022. Very poor quarterback class. Yeah, that was Will Levis. Think about it, man. That was Will Levis. That was Kenny Pickett. That was pretty sure that was Desmond Ritter, Malik Willis. I mean, really? Yeah, come on, man. Even Kyle Trask was in this class, I think. See, it's Sam Howell. Sam Howell. Skylar Thompson. He just got benched for Tyler frickin' Huntley, who hasn't played on a team yet this year except for that one game. Yeah, Brock Purdy. You know how I feel about Brock Purdy. You know how I feel about him. But you get what I'm saying? Last year, the only rookie quarterback you can make a case for right now is Stroud. Bryce Young heavily underperformed. Anthony Richardson can't stay healthy. And now here we're sitting Caleb Williams, who's expected to be great. We're not sure what we're getting out of him yet. Jane Daniels is the star of the class. Bo Nix is starting to get it together. Penix is sitting behind Kirk, and the way it's looking, he's not getting playing time anytime soon. And then we don't even get to see JJ this year. So how great would it be after all this time, 5-6 years later, we have another resurgence of a 2018 quarterback? I think that really tells how good the class is. Anyway, that's my long way of saying I'm taking Minnesota in this game over the Jets. Logic says it's going to happen. Great game. They say to downgrade the Vikings wide receivers. I got Addison in my lineup. I got Jefferson in my lineup. What you guys doing? Who? Who? Yeah, I'm 0-4 in the league. I got Jefferson, but that's not because of him. That's because I've had terrible Travis Kelsey. Man, you suck. Stop. Get Taylor Swift out of your head. Quick peek at your team. No, 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 no. Romeo Dobbs. Is that Dobbs you got down there? He played last week. He had a really good week. He did play last week. He had a good week. I think he had a pair of touchdowns, at least one. You were watching baseball, probably. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like we're still live on YouTube right now. Yep, we're definitely still streaming on YouTube. Wait, maybe not. Are we? Because it's delayed. Oh yeah, we are. It's just a delay. Okay, we're good. Sorry guys. First live stream. Thanks for sticking around this long. We talk a lot of different shit, so don't go anywhere. Get your popcorn. We got a whole other slate of games to get to. Von Miller suspended. Houston's wearing their throwback uniform, not their throwback uniforms, but their interpretation of the throwback uniforms. Those are H-Town uniforms. Look, both teams are 3-1. This is a very winnable game for the Bills. I just think you had a lot of shaken confidence in this Baltimore game. You're going to go out there and ball. You're going to have to. The injuries are going to stack up, but Houston's a good team. You cannot let them push you around. They've won a couple close ones. So, Buffalo can win this. I think they have the ability. I just think I think it's going to be Texans and Diggs, man. Diggs is going to have a comeback game. He's going to have a 2-touchdown game. Joe Mixon's not playing. That's going to hurt the Texans. But Stroud's looking pretty good this year. He has not lost a step yet. And the Bills they got thrashed, man. You guys got thrashed. You're going to play this game hard. You have the ability to win, but it's not going to be you. It's going to be Texans. Yeah, at the same time, half the nation is going to be watching the Bills, and the other half is going to be watching the Ravens and Bengals. We're both 1 o'clock on CBS. They are. I love them. Gross. Guys, I cut my grass today and I found a lot of dog shit I couldn't find because I had patches of high grass and short grass because we've been in a drought and got a hurricane over the last weekend. You're better off going out there and looking at those piles of shit than watching this game. I think this is going to be a low scoring. I don't understand the hype around Caleb Williams. He had a good game last week. Carolina is a bad football team, but they did keep it close against Cincinnati. The game is in Chicago. That's helping them there. But I think this is going to be like a 15-12 type game. I really do. I'm taking Carolina because I just don't believe in Caleb Williams. I don't care if that pick is wrong. I'm right. I do not know. The injury report up there? Hmm, that's good. I got Cole Kmet. I got Cole Kmetin too. I think I'm about to switch it back to Brock Bowers. I'm 3-1 on that team. My other ones is I'm terrible. It's Evan Ingram, who's 0-4 and hurt, and Mark Andrews, who's gotten 0 combined points in the last 2 games and like 3 combined points on the season. And then Kelsey in another league where I'm 0-4. The league I'm 3-1 though, guys. Believe it or not, Cole Kmet and Brock Bowers. It's crazy. I'm 2-2 in my sleeper. I should have been 3-1. I needed 30 points to win, and I had Tyler Huntley and Tyreek Hill. That should have been commanding enough against the Titans. How bad do you have to suck? Come on, Tyler. I asked you for one, not you, Tyler. Tyler Huntley. I asked you for one freaking thing. Man, 2-2, baby. Let's keep rolling. I think no, it's Maryland, FedEx Maryland, FedEx Field in Maryland. Landover, Maryland. Landover, Maryland. That's where they play. Right there on the other side. But this is going to be a sneaky good game. Let me tell you why. I picked the Browns to win this division for a reason that's coming back to haunt me. And you know what? That is fine. Happier with being wrong because my team is on its way to the top to take over Pittsburgh's spot. But, dude, Browns have a scary good defense. Scary good defense, even with how the offense and how bad Deshaun Watson's been playing. Jaden's been playing out of his mind. It's about time he has a step back game. He is still a rookie. I think this might be the game you see it. If he goes out here and puts up 300 total yards, 200 passing, even 100 rushing, take 300 passing and get 10 rushing. I don't care. Score a couple touchdowns and keep Myles Garrett on his toes. I'll give him some mad props. And I would say he's rookie of the year, hands down. But Myles Garrett is the best pass rusher in this league. I think he is better than TJ Watt. I think he is better than Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's better than Kyle Van Noy. I only say that because he has 6 sacks on the year. But you get what I'm saying? The Cleveland has a good defense. Myles Garrett's going to lead the way. Deshaun doesn't have to do much. Just run the ball, throw a couple checkdowns. Don't turn it over. Washington's defense is not that good yet. They're still young. The Browns have a lot of experience and a good coaching staff. They need to win this game, especially with the other AFC North game we're looking at later. They can't afford to drop another. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. The Raiders didn't have Adams, didn't have Crosby. I mean, the team's banged up. It sucks sometimes, man. What about you? Yes, I'm going with the Browns. Go Brownies. Cinema. Cinema. Give me the Colts and Joe Flacco all day. Look, they're going to struggle. The Colts are going to struggle. Jacksonville's 0-4. They need a win. This game's back home at Trevor Bank, what they call it now, or Lawrence Bank. They put his name on the stadium side, and he's 0-4. I don't know what the hype was around this guy. He sucks. He sucks. You're probably not having Evan Ingram again. ETN can't get it going. Brian Thomas Jr. is your best thing. No. The best thing out of this game, I am pretty sure Jacksonville is wearing their throwback jerseys. That teal 2007's teal, 2006 teals. Look it up. See if that's what they're wearing. Because if this is their first home game wearing those jerseys, they're gonna have a lot to play for other than just their record. I think that's gonna be a big factor. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, Jackson. You should be able to find it. Just type in like Jacksonville's uniform this week on Google. They have a picture of those jerseys. Oh my god. Look at that teal, man. It pops off. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars I remember. That is the team to fear. This could be a good game, but man, divisional game too. Give me the Colts still. I like Joe Flacco. I think they'll be just fine. He'll settle in early. He's going to pick apart that defense. Lawrence is struggling. The Colts have a pretty solid defense. Uh, well, Zoom in a little bit. Don't tell me it's Christian Kirk. I'll be the judge of that. I just need you to zoom in. I'm blind. A little more. All right, that's good. That's good. That's Evan Ingram on the right and Christian Kirk on the left. He is. Isn't that 13 on the left? Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay, so 17 is Ingram, Evan Ingram. This is Christian Kirk. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I think that's a model wearing the uniform. To be honest with you, I do not know who number 5 is. Andre, you could be a model, man. If football don't work out for you, you'll be just fine. Good for him. Yeah, give me the Colts. It's gonna be a great game, close game. I'm taking Joe Flacco in this one though. I have to. I just have to. I don't know if it's gonna be that ugly, man. Tyreek Hill is due. He is due. Huntley's getting the start again here. New England still got Brissett. They found a little steam early. They're starting to lose it. This game is not going to matter in the end of the in this and at excuse me at the end of the season. The Miami Dolphins have not led at any point this season. They won their game. Their only win came on an expired field goal as time expired. They did not lead once. They're due. And what better team to do it than New England? But here's the downside. New England's got Gerard Mayo as the head coach. He's played there. He was groomed through the system. He was there, won Super Bowls with Brady. He was studied under by Belichick. I think Kraft scoped him out a long time ago and had a plan for him to eventually take over when Belichick was gone. He's a defensive-minded head coach. We've seen how that's worked great down with DeMarco Ryan in Houston. Give me New England. hmm Is this so? Is this the worst game of the week, or so far is it Carolina and Chicago? Like, I think it might be this. Carolina and Chicago, you can at least watch a rookie quarterback that's supposed to be good. None of those teams have hope right now. That's going to be a game that's going to be like 17-17 and go to overtime, I bet. And fantasy purpose. I do have Tyreek Hill in my 2-2 league. I need you, buddy. I'm playing Huntley too because I don't have another quarterback. I could play Bo Nix. He did pop off, but he was really shooting me in the foot to start the season. Yeah. I'm surprised how much of the South they have in this game because why? They're not closer to Cincinnati. They're closer to Houston. They're closer to Jacksonville. They're closer to Atlanta. They're closer to Tennessee. I'm surprised they have this many people watching this game. Yeah. Oh gosh. You're exactly right too. Oh, Deshaun Watson, man. Who's Houston got? Hmm. These coverage maps are weird. Sometimes it's not just about the game they're seeing, it's the other broadcasts surrounding it, other channels that they have stuff going on with, that they don't want people watching as much football, so maybe they'll put on a game like that to kinda draw them away. That's terrible. I feel bad for the entire state of Minnesota. I couldn't tell you I deleted my sports betting app. Yep, a couple days ago. Thank you. Josh would know the line, he's always on that stuff. For this game? Holy shit, take the under. Man, this is Houdini. This man is 8-1 against Cincinnati. This man is the father of Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a 32nd run defense in the NFL and is 1-3. Ravens have the number one rushing offense. Derrick Henry is the number one running back right now, just a little bit ahead of Jordan Mason. Lamar's number 6 in rushing. Not to mention he's also throwing the ball very well, not having to use your tight ends or anything. This is an AFC North game. This is AFC North football. It's going to be a lot of points. It's going to be ugly. There's going to be fights. People are going to get hurt. This is A1 football. And unfortunately, the Ravens own the Bengals. Lamar owns the Bengals. Never bet against this man. That's all I need to say about that. I don't need to spew much more propaganda. Josh isn't here to defend himself. I'm not going to kick a man when he's down. He's about to be in the gutter at 1-4. Give me the Ravens. I don't think any team has started 1-4 and made the playoffs. I'd be pretty confident on that. Who do you think? Do you think Cincinnati can do it? No. Why is that, Tyler? Baltimore just too good? Hope it wasn't too rough on you. The high in Cincinnati is 82. Clear. It is going to be a little windy. They're expecting winds to get close to 25 miles per hour at some point during the game. At least the gusts. Could make it Yeah, could make it tough for kicking and throwing, which would really sabotage the Bengals. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Um, Give me the 49ers. The Cardinals have a lot of good things going for them. I hyped them up early this season. They're still a young team. They need more pieces. There's no argument there. The 49ers are the complete team. They have the better coach. As much as I hate Brock Purdy, he's proved himself against NFC opponents very well. I'm not sure if Kittle's been ruled out of this game or not. You're missing CMC, but Jordan Mason is number 2 in rushing yards right now, right behind Derrick Henry. So, I mean, this team's playing good. Brandon Ayuk has yet to score a touchdown this year, but that hasn't stopped him. Juwan Jennings just had a big game last week. Debo Samuel, I'm pretty sure, is playing in this game too. If not this week, he'll be in next week. So the 49ers are starting to get some good keys back. They're not missing McCaffrey too much, and this game's in San Francisco. Give me the 49ers, man. Ooh, they'll be back every 10 years. Every 10 years, they re-poke their head. Give me the Broncos, man. Oh, Nix, I thought coming into this was the best rookie quarterback in the class. He struggled a little bit. He did put it together last week. The Raiders are coming off a good win from Cleveland. No, there's no such thing as a good win against Cleveland. They're coming off an ugly win to Cleveland. So going into this game, it's in Denver. Sean Payton's on a roll. Divisional game. You got to keep it up if you want to have a chance against the Chiefs. If there was a team to beat the Chiefs in this division, it will be Denver. They did it last year. I don't see what's stopping them from doing it this year. Chiefs already made it past the Chargers. Raiders don't stand a chance. Sorry, guys. The black hole ain't there anymore. So give me the Broncos, man. I like what they're cooking. Patrick Patrick Sertan. Patrick Sertan is having a hell of a year. Josh was hyping him up on Wednesday's episode too. Denver's just got a lot coming together right now, and they're playing better football. No, I don't think the Raiders did. Did the Raiders beat them on Christmas? Denver definitely beat them. Yeah, I remember that game. It's sad why I remember that game because I had a parlay and I won $110. Mahomes just didn't have it. I'm pretty sure he threw like 2 interceptions, maybe more, but he had a couple called back. Where's the player stats? What's Mahomes' line? Yeah. I said, why are we hyping up the Chiefs? They really aren't that good. They're getting a lot of help from the refs, and I think it's a lot of credit to Andy Reid. This team has injuries, though. They're missing a lot of pieces. They're beatable. They might be one of the worst 4-0 teams we've seen so far. And they've got no Pacheco, Marquise Brown, and Rasheed Rice are all on IR. Mm-hmm. Bunch of plumbers. I don't know. I don't know. The Rams have injuries, but they're finding ways to compete. They're finding ways to play. The game is in LA. Well, here's the deal with the Packers, man. Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks are your receivers 1 and 2. Christian Watson's probably not going to play. Romeo Dobbs got suspended for skipping practice half this week because he's not happy with his role in that offense. Jordan Love is 0-2 so far on the year. They played better with Malik. They almost came back against Minnesota last week. Love gave it his all, but they just fell short. I think they're due for a win. Give me the Green Bay Packers. That's what I do. But we don't. They don't have Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua, so they're going to be leaning on Kyron Williams, which the Packers' run defense is okay. Here, Alexander's playing really good football. He did get hurt and didn't play last week, but he did have a pick six the week prior. These heads, woo! Oh, that's the Seahawks, man. Coming off a tough game last week. Uh, Mike McDonald's a good coach. I still stand on that we should have gave him a contract in Baltimore to stay our defensive coordinator. Not that Zachary Orr is doing a good job. He's doing a great job so far. But pay him like a head coach at the defense coordinator position so he could take over for this team when Harbaugh's done. I think that would have been a great decision. I think the Ravens really screwed the pooch on that one. But great coaches find a way to make it loud, and he's making it loud. Seattle's got what they need right now, and the Giants just suck, man. I cannot believe they beat the Browns. I mean, so yeah. Give me Seattle. Give me the 12. Facts. Steelers. TJ Watt is in. Steelers are 3-1, playing good football. They almost brought it back against the Colts. This was the best performance by Fields so far this season as a Steelers quarterback, and they lost. If he could have that momentum roll over into this game with a struggling Dallas offense and an injured defense in Pittsburgh, too, you don't go into Steel City and win. It's not that easy. This team has impressed a lot of people, and I think they do it again here and take the Cowboys on Sunday night. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The Chiefs, incredible. The hardest teams they've had to face this year, they've played at home, the easiest teams they get to go on the road. Almost seems like it was set up that way, huh? Saints are playing good football. Record doesn't show it, but they have been scoring a lot of points. Chiefs are struggling, but you don't go into Arrowhead and win. You just don't do it. Unless you're the Bengals in 2022, somehow they still hold on to that fact they can beat the Chiefs, even though it's been almost 2 years now since you've beaten them. So give me the Chiefs in this one. The Saints in Kansas City against the refs. Kamara needs to have a big game if they're going to win this one. Olave is going to need to step up too. Hmm? Hey, Patrick Mahomes here. Sorry, I tried it. Didn't like it. It's fine. That's why we're doing this live. No need for blooper reels. They are. Speaking of late games, did you see how they wanted to flex Baltimore and Washington into prime time and take out the Bengals and Giants? But they said CBS won't let the game go. I mean, who wants to watch the Bengals and Giants? The NFL might actually lose money that night. You're only going to see that game in New York and Cincinnati. I can't see most of the nation watching that. I guess Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Last time Joe Burrow played the Ravens, he got hurt. So don't put too much effort on ice in his veins. He needs ice on his legs. I hope Josh heard that. Josh, if you're here, Bengals suck. You're a chicken for not coming on here and telling it. We are going to have a great time Monday. You guys don't want to miss it. I think that's the game that's going to be that's the game that week's going to have Tony Romo and Jim Nance. I mean, the Ravens so far have been playing great turnaround, especially if they win this one. Washington, rookie of the year quarterback candidate. 1 in 4 games. So Ravens and Commanders is 1 o'clock, isn't it? No, the Bengals are Sunday night. They're going to have uh, Collinsworth and. Mm. Now here's a guy. Hmm. Oh, I mean, look at that and find a game at 1 o'clock that tells me Romo's going to. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Ravens Commanders is going to be a good game, man. Battle of the Beltway, two Maryland teams going at it. They've always had bad blood for each other. Last time these two teams played, the Washington beat the Ravens in preseason with a field goal as time expired to end their record preseason win streak. I mean, there's a lot of bad blood between this Beltway here. It's going to be a really good game. You got Lamar Jackson and Lamar Jackson Jr. It depends what we're looking at the Cowboys. What kind of team are we looking at that far down the road? Can we talk about the Mets for just a second? I mean, at the start of the season here in Cincinnati, And they started off to a slow start, but they really did turn it around with that Grimace milkshake and found a way to get into the playoffs. It won't happen. Orioles got good pitching. Bobby Wood Jr. is playing great, but Washington is just not Washington. Sorry, the Yankees are just that good of a team, man. They got a lot of talent. There's a reason they've spent over 300 million this season. Yeah, it's his first time in the postseason. He needs to live it up. You had your first ever, the first ever 50-50 season. Go out there and do it again in the playoffs, man. Let me see you get 10 RBIs in one game. It's a baseball day. It sure feels like it. Oh, I think that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We're happy to have you here on the first ever live stream. Bella, you got something you want to say to the nice people? Good girl. Yeah, guys, we're happy to do this. Thanks for sticking around if you've been here. If you haven't watched it yet and you're coming to watch it later, great. Leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on these games we got coming up this Sunday and Monday night, respectfully. Let us know. Is Kirk Cousins him? Can Atlanta really win a Super Bowl with him in the next 4 years? Josh thinks so. Find out. Damar Hamlin, of course. Of course. We always do that. Right, right. Tyler, closing thoughts and then wrap her up. Oh, and follow Slam Session, hottest podcast for wrestling on YouTube.